ScholarMatch is a startup website that connects donors to under-resourced, high-achieving high school students to make college possible for them. In 2010, after seeing years of overwhelming need from students through the 826 Valencia Scholarship Program, a nonprofit writing center which he also founded, author and philanthropist Dave Eggers was inspired to support more students with scholarships. Dave and other 826 committee members would review over 150 applications annually from highly qualified students with financial need, but the committee could only select 5 students to receive scholarship help. Dave created ScholarMatch so that many more qualified applicants could go to college. ScholarMatch seeks to help high school students make it to college graduation by ensuring they have the funds to complete school successfully. Thousands of students every year get accepted into college, but cannot afford to attend. By crowdsourcing scholarship funds through our website, ScholarMatch can assist high-achieving students all the way through their college careers. Among our selected scholars this year, there is a student who was abandoned in a foreign country by her mother and was forced to work on a farm as a child to help feed her family. But the student persevered. She now earns a 4.0 GPA, tutors students with special education needs, writes fiction, and is applying to 4-year colleges. The ScholarMatch website features students like this one who have fought hard to obtain their education. It then allows donors to connect with them and support their academic endeavors. Students know college means a better future for themselves, their families, and their communities. ScholarMatch may be the determining factor in whether a young person completes college and builds a stronger future for themselves and our nation. According to the U.S. Department of Education, college tuition costs have increased at all institutions by over 31% in the last several years. Tuition costs are growing faster than the inflation rate and family income, making it nearly impossible for hardworking families to afford to send their children to college. By leveraging funds from hundreds of donors, ScholarMatch bridges the gap for students who only need a few $1,000s to make their college education possible. But it takes more than money to ensure that students successfully complete college. That's why ScholarMatch cultivates a 5-year relationship with students. Initially, we offer college preparation workshops for parents and students, and then we provide student support services for them throughout their college careers. We also partner with college access organizations, nonprofits, and high schools to ensure that the students featured on our website have all the resources they need to succeed in college. ScholarMatch also facilitates a direct connection between donors and students. Donors receive regular updates from their scholars, and scholars learn about their donors and the many supporters who are championing their education. ScholarMatch's present objective is to grow strategically each year. We want to bring our model to scale so we can maximize the number of students we support each year while still remaining a sustainable organization and supporting our continuing scholars. ScholarMatch needs several $1,000s per student each year to fund the scholarship goals and support services of our high-achieving, under-resourced scholars. We know that financial need for working families is only going to increase. Therefore, we need commitments from dozens of investors who are willing to help support efforts to help educate our young people now while helping build a stable nation for our future. Ideally, donors will be open to multi-year support pledges since we commit to our scholars for a minimum of 4 years. However, we have other options available for donors to participate at all levels of investment. Our innovative scholarship crowdfunding model is poised to grow and serve more students each year. The partnerships we develop with college access organizations, nonprofits, and schools set us apart from other scholarship organizations. These relationships allow us to leverage their long-time college support services, such as First Graduate's multi-year model. This ensures that once students get into college, they will have the additional resources they need to graduate. By leveraging the relationships of other college access organizations, ScholarMatch does not need to duplicate these services and can instead concentrate on funding for student scholarships and financial support services. Our college workshops, which assist students and families in filling out college applications, the FAFSA, and other financial aid documents, are highly effective in supporting students in our program. We found through anecdotal survey information that over 98% of the families who attended a ScholarMatch workshop felt more confident that their child would attend college because of the help they received in the workshop. We also collect retention data from the colleges our students attend and apply that information when evaluating the effectiveness of our programs. ScholarMatch also offers networking opportunities between donors and scholars. Donors can review scholar profiles on the ScholarMatch website and make contributions online toward their student scholarship goals. Once a donor is matched to a student, Scholar Match provides updates throughout the year on the student's progress. These updates often help to facilitate a relationship between the donor and the scholar that has a lasting impact. Scholar Match works closely with a large network of donors to raise our scholarship funds each year. We do not rely solely on foundation dollars for our work. However, diversified sources of funding are becoming increasingly more important to us each year because more students need increased levels of scholarship help. Ideally, contributions from individual donors will comprise about 40% of our support. Scholar Match is an effective scholarship model for 4 reasons. We provide a secure online tool to enable donors to learn about the stories and accomplishments of our students and invest in their academic future. We partner with providers to prepare under-resourced and underrepresented college students with the skills and educational support they will need to ensure their sustained success throughout college and to increase their chances of retention. Scholar Match recruits scholars who demonstrate a commitment to continuing their education and an interest in leadership or community service. They must also show the academic strength to succeed in college and have genuine financial need. Scholars who fit the criteria are nominated to apply by our partner organizations and are chosen by our selection committee. As a result of this process, our scholars are truly dedicated to higher education and service to the community, making them all excellent candidates for support by our donors. Our small staff provides a streamlined array of student services and workshops that support students as they prepare for college. Additionally, we advocate on their behalf to make sure they are obtaining the maximum possible financial aid from their colleges and universities. Last year, Scholar Match accomplished the successful launch of our website, recruiting our inaugural cohort of students, providing scholarship funding for those students, cultivating a base of donors, and initiating our college access workshops. Our metrics have expanded in this first full year of programming. We're collecting data around student engagement, fully funding student need, and about student persistence in college through our partnerships with college access organizations. Scholar Match is tracking the level of student engagement with our organization by examining how many events students participate in, whether they are maintaining connections to our partner organizations, and their donor updates. We're bringing on 40 new students to the website, and the majority participate in college support services through our partnerships with college access organizations. We aim to fully fund 100% of their scholarship need. As a result of our nonprofit partnerships, we anticipate increased graduation rates and persistence of students we work with. Students and parents should know that our financial aid, personal statement, and other college access workshops are free of charge. Donors should know that Scholar Match supports students to utilize all available financial resources to them and their families when we calculate their scholarship goal. Our staff verifies student financial need with the college or university into which they were admitted before funds are sent directly to the institution. When financial aid packages fall short of what they can afford, that's when Scholar Match dollars can make the difference between whether a student attends a community college or a university, or whether she will be attending college at all. Since our website successfully launched in 2010, Scholar Match has given out over $1 million in scholarships, enabling 70 students to attend college. Over 79% of our scholars are the first individuals in their families to attend college, and more than 60% of their families have an annual income of less than $25,000. But more compelling are the stories of our students. One student, approaching his last year at Sonoma State, deferred his dream to become a forensic scientist for a year because he was sending money to his family in Mexico and could not afford the $7,000 student contribution. When we were introduced to him, he was working 2 jobs and taking classes at a community college to keep from falling behind. With a generous donation of a single donor, Scholar Match was able to pay his annual tuition and get him back on track to graduation. An Asian student from an impoverished family was so determined to get into a college, he used a cardboard box he found in the trash as a desk to complete his homework and fill out his college applications. He is now attending UC Berkeley and plans to be a math teacher. And finally, another student from a local high school, who was the first in her African American family to attend college, applied to several schools but was not going to attend because her financial aid packages didn't meet her financial needs. Scholar Match worked with the college and the student, raised the necessary funds to cover her portion of the tuition, and now she's a student at Spelman College. Our student stories illustrate some of the incredible obstacles they have faced and overcome to obtain a college education. At Scholar Match, we work to make sure that after transcending all the other barriers, they are not denied an education due to a lack of funds. Once we connect with students, we fight to make sure that they have the access to the services they need in order to achieve the educations they have worked so hard to attain. Scholar Match is facing the same economic challenges that all nonprofits face. We could reach more students if we had additional financial resources. Given that we launched just last year and are utilizing a new model, we're still learning about the population we serve, and adapting is needed. For example, last year we learned that our students needed more support services while in college to be successful. That's why this year we've embarked on partnerships with college access organizations that provide intensive support services while they're in college. It was more difficult than we expected to stay connected with our scholars. These partnerships will ensure that we are connected to students through yet another network of connections. We also learned that, although we did extensive outreach to local high schools and were connected with exceptional students, the website profiles need staff support. As a result, we've added that to our menu of student services this year. Scholar Match aspires to fund all of our incoming and continuing scholars by fully meeting their scholarship needs throughout their college careers. More funds would allow us to reach additional deserving students. Did you know that the number of highly qualified applicants is still more than 5 times the number of students we can support? With additional resources, we would fund many more of them, as so many deserve to receive scholarships. Scholar Match would love to further cultivate additional fully funded collaborations with college persistence organizations. This would enable us to fund even more students who have received years of college access resources and who are very likely to graduate from college. Through partnerships, we avoid the duplication of services and support the time-tested programming of established college access organizations.